So just continuing off of the death of Peggy and Jace Prescott, that video that I made on January the 21st. The birthday of Peggy Prescott is September the 4th. This is why Dak wears number 4, because his mom was born on the 4th day. The amount of time from Peggy Prescott's birthday to February the 11th to the day of the Super Bowl is 5 months and 8 days. We're talking about Super Bowl 58. 23 weeks after Dak, his mother's birthday, is the day of the Super Bowl. Remember, Prescott threw for 23 touchdowns last year. He had a 2-3 record for the 2020 season before his injury against the Giants, as I've documented. Just watch the last 20 seconds of the video to see all the links on the previous work that I've done on this Cowboys Super Bowl championship that I will correctly predict over 7 years in advance. I mean, we are talking about history. So before I've made the connection that the last Super Bowl championship for the Cowboys occurred against the Steelers in 10 years and 3 months after Peggy Prescott's death, is when Dak Prescott is going to win the Super Bowl. Because, of course, after 103 seasons, Steelers is gematria of 103. The Cowboys' last championship occurred against the Steelers. But funny enough, 9-4, the birthday of Peggy Prescott, the amount of time from the time that Dak Prescott got drafted to the Super Bowl in 2024 is the 94th month. It has everything to do with Tony Romo, number 9, Prescott, number 4. This is the 94th month. This is September the 4th. This is Peggy Prescott's birthday. That's the meaning of 94 months from the time of Prescott being drafted to the day of the Super Bowl. Likewise, 5 months and 8 days from Peggy Prescott's birthday to the Super Bowl is no coincidence. 23 weeks after her birthday is when Dak Prescott wins the Super Bowl at Las Vegas. Las Vegas is 23. The Cowboys' last championship was at Tempe. Tempe is 59-23. Also, Peggy Prescott died due to colon cancer. Colon is gematria 23. So 23 weeks after the death of Peggy Prescott, her death anniversary, the Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl at Las Vegas for their first championship since winning at Tempe. That is what 23 is all about. The Cowboys' last playoff victory against Tom Brady. It's all connected with one another. Not only that, the amount of time from September the 4th, the birthday of Peggy Prescott, to the end of the year is, 118 days remaining until the end of the year. Yes, Dallas, Texas is gematria of 118, but it's also Josh Allen, that's gematria of 118. That's who Dak Prescott is going to defeat in the Super Bowl. I think what I meant to say is that the amount of time from her death day on November the 3rd to the end of the year is 58 days until the end of the year. So, as you see, not only is her birthday connected from the time frame from her birthday to Super Bowl 58, but her death day to the end of the year is connected to Super Bowl 58. Now, what is 58? The Lone Star State. Star is 58. The Cowboys' last championship at Sun Devil Stadium is gematria of 58. It's also the Dallas Cowboys that will win the Super Bowl 5 months and 8 days after the birthday of Peggy Prescott. Now, the amount of time from Peggy's birthday to her death day, this is the same for any given year. It doesn't matter what year you enter. The amount of time from her birthday to November the 3rd is to her death day is 8 weeks and 4 days. Of course, Arizona was where the Cowboys last won the championship. The last NFC winner of the Super Bowl was the Rams, dating back to Super Bowl 56. 60 days from her birthday to her death date. It is Allegiant Stadium that is gematria of 60. The Oakland Raiders, originally from Oakland, are hosting the Super Bowl. Oakland Raiders are hosting the Super Bowl. It's gematria 60. It's also the Buffalo Bills that's gematria of 60. So 60, 6-0, 6 Super Bowl. It is very revealing. Now, I don't think I did this in the video. November the 3rd, the death day to the Super Bowl, we can figure out the relationship right now. We also need to derive the relationship from the start of the season to these dates as you see. September the 4th, well, season begins after September the 4th. What we're really looking at is the beginning of the season for the Cowboys to the time, the time of our death. So, November 3rd to the Super Bowl, that's 3 months and 8 days, the day of her death. Death is Camacho 38, 3 months and 8 days from her death day to the Super Bowl. Now, Cowboys' first game against the Giants going to say a lot about what's going to happen this year, too. So, September the 10th to her death date is going to do a relationship because remember, it is I think it's 23. It is a 23, 2 months and 3 days from the start of the season to Mike McCarthy's birthday, from the time that the start of the NFL season or the start of the Cowboys season. So, of course, we can go to Mike McCarthy's birthday. So, I don't know why it doesn't list it right there. Okay, November the 10th. That's September the 10th. That's September 7th. Whatever, start of the season. I already documented it. I don't need to do it again. So September 10th, the beginning of the season for the Cowboys to the death day. What does that tell us? 54 days. 54 again because Vegas is where they're going to win the Super Bowl at. Bills is Camacho 54. This is all a dedication to Peggy Prescott 10 months and 3 days after her death. It also connects to the Camacho Giants and the 40 life path of Dak Prescott winning the Super Bowl exactly 40 months after his injury against the Giants. That's where he finished with a 2-3 record in 2020. So let's do Dak's birthday. July the 29th to, of course, his mom's birthday, September the 4th. July 29th to September the 4th. That's 37 days. Los Angeles, last winner of the Super Bowl for the NFC. The last NFC contestant was Philly. 38 days you get Raiders. Get Las Vegas. 5 weeks and 3 days is also the Raiders. The Raiders. Camacho 53. July 29 to the death. The birthday of Dak to the death of his mom. 3 months, 5 days. He is going to be the 35th quarterback to win a Super Bowl championship. Dak Prescott, Dakota Prescott, 35th quarterback to win the Super Bowl. And the Cowboys' 36th playoff berth, it's 3 months, 6 days, including the end day. So this is very important to document with Peggy Prescott. This whole season is all a tribute to the death of Dak's mom. It is also a connection to his brother, Jace Prescott, as well. Steelers is good at 31. He died at April. Suicide is 34. 34 prior winners of the Super Bowl. 34 prior quarterbacks to win the Super Bowl before Dak Prescott is going to win his Super Bowl championship. Jace Prescott, Camacho 35 and 45 to review. The Cowboys 45, just over 45 months after he was drafted, I think. Earned the first playoff game for Dak against the Packers to the Super Bowl, of course. Buffalo Bills is Camacho 45. So all these are very valid. I don't think I did the day of the year that his brother died, so it only says April. It doesn't say the day. Died April 27th, Orange, Texas. I did that in the video. I don't need to say nothing about that. But anyway, April 23rd, it's Dak's birthday. I have not done this before, I don't think, in the video. But anyway, everything's going to be linked at the end of the video. 98 days, champions 98, you see that? And they included 3 months, 6 days. That's the Cowboys' 36th postseason berth, the bottom of the 36th day. And then 42 weeks after the death of his brothers, when Dak Prescott's going to win the Super Bowl on the 42nd day of the year. Mike McCarthy's playoff record is going to be 4-2 with the Cowboys. So brothers is 42, Dak Prescott 42. It all ties to the death of Dak Prescott's mom first and foremost, but also to his older brother.